Um, well, today, guys, this video is gonna be a little different. This is pretty much just fucking complaining, if you think about it like that. But, dude, let me just tell you, the fucking perks in Dead by Daylight for the survivors are fucking insane, bro. Let me tell you right fucking now. So, okay, let's compare perks, right? Let's compare perks. Let me just get the mood in, right? Let me mute everything. Just mute it all. Right? Okay. So, hear me out for a second. Now you may be asking me, hey, why do you think the survivor perks are so OP? Well, so I just went against the most craziest fucking team. And it wasn't just one team of players that did this. It was several other players. Currently, I am in bronze 3 in my killer grade. Okay, I don't play survivor, right? But holy shit, the amount of people that I ran into that use the most cracked fucking perks, dude, let me tell you. Head on, dead hard, all the R rating perks are fair compared to the amount of fucking bullshit perks that I've been running across, okay? Now, you know how when you hit a survivor and you injure them, right? You're injuring the survivor with your weapon, right? Or a special ability. Those motherfuckers run so fast after you hit them. It is genuinely it's actually almost impossible to catch up to them otherwise. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible. Well, I mean, it depends, bro. It really just depends. Especially if they're using sprint burst. My goodness gracious. I've been having a really hard time on Dead by Daylight recently. I've been having a hard time getting footage for games because I just keep running into the most cracked survivors with the most cracked fucking perks. And it's not even the survivors themselves that are good. It's their perks that are literally carrying them, dude. The amount of times that I've seen someone with Shoulder the Burden or any of these other perks like Sprint Burst, etc. All those perks. Dude, I cannot get close to a survivor on a generator without them running away like the fucking Flash, and I just can't catch up to them, dude. I just can't catch up. Now, listen, Freddy Krueger, he, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated killers in the game. He has an ability that can quote unquote teleport to other generators in a slow amount of time that survivors can easily react to. Here's the issue with that, right? His teleport ability can be used to fake survivors and to mind game them and to get them off the hook. I mean, not the hook, my bad. The generator. Dude, it is currently like almost 1 a.m. for me, dude. I have been trying so hard to find good footage, and the only good footage that I've sort of found so far is with Michael. And dude, I literally ran into this guy, right, on Twitch. He was a Twitch streamer. Dude, the guy was using the most fucking crazy gen rush perks I have ever seen. I've been getting gen rushed. I've been getting like if I didn't have this fucking perk right here, the amount of flashlight saves that they would have gotten on me is insane. And this one dude commented on my video, told me to take off Lightborn. No! Do you understand how many people, how many survivors have flashlights or run flashlights or flashbangs? It is genuinely so fucking, it's getting so bad. The Lightborn shit is literally necessary as killer now. It wouldn't be so bad if flashlights were the only way to save certain survivors from, getting hooked. No, we've got blast mines, we've got, firecrackers, which is basically a flashbang, okay? It's just, the list goes on, dude. It's so, it is so bad. It's getting so bad to the point where I'm not the only person on DBD that's killer main that complains about this. The amount, dude, either they need, this is going to be a huge hot take, either they need to remove the flashlights from the game or give every single tier a severe nerf, because that is the only way that killers will be able to play without having to use Lightborn. I have to literally use Lightborn almost every single match, dude. You do not understand the pain that I've been going through. I have been getting gen rushed like crazy. I have been getting just body blocked like crazy. I can't do anything. And every time I tried it, this is the main problem, right? I don't know if this is a perk or not because I'm kind of stupid. But dude, every single time I try to get close to a survivor or hit, and every time I hit them, right? They just run so far away. Or even if I don't hit them, they just run for so far. And it's like they're so much faster than me. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? That's so unfair. And let me tell you right now, it's not my killer. Freddy is a 4.6. He is a normal speed killer. Why am I getting outran so often? And it's not because I have a skill issue, because I've uploaded several videos that I've literally I've shat on P100s in the past with other killers. I've even beaten a P100 with Freddy Krueger, the quote unquote worst killer in the game. You do not understand the pain I have been going through, lads. I have been trying so hard to just find a game that I can sit back and relax and not get fucking gen rushed every 12 seconds. Either I'm getting gen rushed, they're attempting to flashlight save, which is still annoying, or they're body blocking. Now, you guys might be wondering, why don't I just run Iron Grasp with Lightborn to counter said problem? That's a great problem solver. However, there's still one issue. The fucking sprint burst. The fucking medkits. Everything. I can't do shit, dude. I can't do anything. I don't know if it's just me, but the game recently has been just so survivor sided with so many reasons that I could list off if I wasn't stupid. Dude, holy, I just, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sick, but like, it's just, the game has been so unfair for the killers recently, especially with the new perk, Shoulder the Burden. You gotta understand, I don't play this game every day. I don't have all the killers unlocked. I don't have all of their abilities. So maybe the killers really do have cracked perks, but I just don't have access to them because I either don't have the killer or don't have enough blood points. And here's the thing. You have to manage your killers constantly. So the one that I main is Freddy, right? So far, I main Freddy Krueger. Yes, I'm a Nightmare main. Cry about it. And I don't know, man. It's just been so hard as killer recently. I genuinely feel like it would be easier to be Survivor at this point, even though I have literally no idea how to play Survivor because I don't play Survivor. I think it's kind of stupid to play, the Survivor role to try to escape and get hit by the killer when you could just be the killer. That's what I think about it, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's hard, man. It's getting harder and harder to play as killer main. And I've tried other killers, dude. I've tried Bubba. I've tried Michael. I've tried it all, man. And it's just not enough. It is just not enough. I need a killer that's fast, but there's no real killer in the game that's fast. And haste perks exist, yes, but I don't have that many haste perks. I only have like a few that I have access because, and you don't understand. In order to get said other killer perks that would be correct, even if you did have them, you would need so many blood points just to get them to level 50 and prestige them, just to access the tier 1 version of said perks. You do not understand how hard it is, dude. If any killer mains are out there, you guys maybe might sympathize with me or just tell me I have a skill issue. I don't know. I mean, if I got into bronze 2 or 3 after what? How long have I not played this game for until I started playing it again recently? Like the last time I played Dead by Daylight, It was like in 2020, and I really got into the game around 2024. So if I got to bronze 3 in that short amount of time while being a relaxed killer, I think, you know, that that's a pretty good thing. But I don't know. It's almost impossible in my opinion. It's just so hard to play the game when you have all these cracked survivor perks like sprint burst, fucking all these other perks that I've been seeing that are just really fucking annoying to deal with. Especially the blast mine. Now the blast mine doesn't blind you when you're lightborn, but it still stuns you. That's time you need. Like, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna be taking a break off of DBD for a while because right now the game is just it's unfair. I said it. It is unfair for the killer and everything. And I don't understand why I'm bronze 3 getting into games with P100s. I don't get that. I'm playing Freddy. I'm just trying to relax, and I don't know. Guys, if there's something I'm missing, if there's something I don't understand, please let me know. And it's like sometimes I swear these people can outrun me for so long, not even by using a lot of pallets or windows. It's just that they're too fucking fast and I'm too slow. Is it just I'm pretty sure there's a perk that allows a survivor to run faster, which is already cracked enough as it is. I think it's a perk while you're injured and you run faster with it. Combine that with fucking sprint bursts, man, that's just so unfair. And with a bunch of hex or boon totems that you got to deal with around the map, if they're doing too well, they probably have fucking boon totems. I don't have the time as Freddy to search around the map for boon totems. I don't have that time. And half the time I get maps that are so spread out. Now, I could just use a map offering. But if I don't use this silly little sacrificial ward here, I'll get 3 fucking decrease distance hook offerings. It's just cancer, dude. I'll get so many hook like offerings that are going to be used against me if I don't use sacrificial ward. Maybe I've just been having bad luck. Maybe I just have a skill issue, even though I severely doubt it, because I'm a really good Freddy main. I'm pretty sure that not a lot of people that play Freddy can do what I do. But it's just, I don't know, man. Dead by Daylight, I'm going to say it. Dead by Daylight has been becoming a survivor-sided game. It's more catering more towards the survivors than it is the killer. The whole purpose of a game like this is to make it so that the killer always has a one-up or advantage on you to make it hard for you to escape. That's the whole point of the game. You're supposed to have fun and you're supposed to avoid the killer as much as you can because the killer is supposed to be the threat. What the fuck are you supposed to do if you don't have this silly little perk here? What are you supposed to do if several people come at you at once with fucking flashlights and flashbangs and firecrackers and they just spam the shit? Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. We call them bully squads. I call them virgins because, that's kind of what they are. And every time I get a bully squad, I always shit on them because of this perk right here. Because the thing about bully squads is that they completely rely on flashlights and flashbangs. They don't realize that can easily be countered by this. If there was a way to have a passive or an offering that that makes it so that no survivor or all the survivors' flashlights break. If that was an offering, or if like an offering like Lightborn that makes it so you're immune to just flashlights, but not firecrackers and other stuff. So that would be fair, and that would make Lightborn still sort of useful, but not as much. Man, I cannot tell you the amount of times this perk has saved me. and save my game. There have been so many times where people keep trying to get flashlight saves, flashbang saves, or firecracker saves, and it's just I don't like it, dude. It's not good. It's not a good thing. They need to nerf the survivor side of the game because it's becoming to the point where you have to be the sweatiest edgelord alive just to keep up with the survivors that are in the meta. You cannot do nothing. You can't do anything without really cracked perks against the survivors. If you run just generic perks like I have, and the only ones that I have access to, if you run perks like that, you're going to get shit on in bronze lobbies because the game has become so bad for the killer and so unfair and giving all these survivors all these perks that are so fucking detrimental to the game in such a bad way. It's just behavior. You are actively screwing your game. If there are no killers, if nobody wants to play killer, there's no matches. Without killers, there's no survivors. If nobody wants to play killer because of all this shit that's happening with the survivor side and the survivor perks, dude, they just keep giving survivors the most dirtiest, nastiest perks imaginable. And that's just terrible. It is becoming a real problem. It really is. And I don't know how to stop it. If I tweet out on Twitter, no one's going to care. Nobody's going to see it. Behavior's not going to see it. Nobody cares. I thought that the best way to do this was to make a video and vent out my frustration on the game because it's just getting so bad. It's getting unplayable. You cannot have fun as killer in this game anymore unless you have really bad survivors or just decent survivors. But I'm literally going against cracked P100s every single game. I kid you not. Literally every game. And it's so annoying. It's just terrible. And then I get a little message on PlayStation whenever I actually do good saying that I'm cheating or that I'm trolling. Ain't no way. Dude, this is crazy. You're gonna get mad at me when you're running the most cracked perks imaginable and cracked add-ons imaginable with your stupid little flashlight and your stupid little toolbox, gen rushing. It's just so annoying. I would rather get flashlight rushed and I'd rather take on a bully squad than to take on a gen rush squad at this point. It's becoming that bad. Every game it's gen rushers. You could literally spawn into the match and you could go to a gen and it would be like halfway done and the match has barely started and the survivors would somehow already be gone by the time you get there. Aura reading, sprint burst, dead hard, all of those perks except for dead hard. Dead hard's not terrible to deal with. It's really not that bad compared to the other fucking perks in the game. Dude, I used to think dead hard was bad. I used to think fucking dead hard was bad. My goodness. I would rather go against a team with two dead hards than to go against a team that gen rushes and tries to flashlight save and body block. Oh, the body blockers are so annoying. And the people that realize that you're, tunneling someone. Now, when I tunnel someone in this game, it's for a really good reason. Either I need to kill that person because they have a certain item, or because they have a certain hook state that I need to get them on hook, or simply because they're just being annoying as fuck and just playing in such a stupid way. And then and then a little gremlin comes around, full HP, while I have this guy almost knocked. I'm not playing for it. I have this guy almost completely, in the dying state, and some gremlin comes around out of nowhere, literally just spawns in, and just fucking takes a hit. And I can't avoid him. I can't just ignore him because he will literally body block a doorway if I don't. So as soon as I see him, I'm literally forced to hit him. I can't do anything about it. The killer scheme, or the killer game, is just unfair. That's all I want to say. It is unfair for the killers in Dead by Daylight The killers can't do shit unless they have extremely cracked perks like the survivor. I am bronze 3. Bronze 3 going against P100s. And not only was I bronze 3, the game was literally matching me with fucking P100s while I was Ash. I was fucking Ash, and they were matching me with people that had over 2,000 hours on the game. You cannot be fucking serious, behavior. How do you expect people to play the game as killer and have fun with all this bullshit going around? I know I can't be the only one who thinks that the game is so survivor-sided right now that they're giving these cracked perks. It's not even ending. They're still going with the cracked perks. There's a little perk that stops people from tunneling. Tunneling could be it's annoying for survivors. Womp fucking womp. You guys have some crazy ass perks that the killer can barely counter, especially if they're just a killer that doesn't have all the perks or all the killers unlocked yet. It is just it's terrible. Not to mention that when you buy the killer, you have to save up what? 7 million blood points just to get their fucking abilities on other characters? Seriously, behavior? Seriously? Make the fucking prestige cap for killers 30. Level 30, bro. I'm saying it. I said it. I'm sorry, but I've said it. You should not have to spend 7 million blood points on a character just to get them prestige. And just so you could use their abilities on other killers, which then you have to proceed to spend more blood points on said killers so you can find their abilities on the blood web and unlock them. Oh, did you really want to get the purple, the purple variant of those skills right away? Oh no, we're gonna give you the shittiest version of that skill or that perk just so you have to spend more blood points and waste more of your time. Really? Come on, man. Give us a break, behavior. Give the killers some perks, dude. Give us some crack killer perks, man. Come on, give us something. You want to put all these perks in the game for the survivors? Give us something to counter it, please. I'm trying to put a message out there. Somebody, please do something about this. They can't keep getting away with this, man. They cannot keep getting away with this. Now, if I just had a skill issue, I'd say it. And you know what? I kind of do. Even though that kind of contradicts what I said before, I'll admit, I'm not the best at the game, but I'm certainly not the fucking worst. I know how to predict. I know how to mind game. I know how to do all that. Okay? How are you supposed to predict and mind game when the survivor is running at Mach 10 and you can't catch up to them? Behavior. Please, for the love of everything that is holy in this world, nerf the survivors perks. Nerf all of the survivor perks. And nerf and if you really have to, nerf some killer perks too. But make the game fair. Make it fair. Please. Please make it fair. Because right now, the state of the game has been like this for a while. It is not fair. I'm telling you right now, I'll say it one more time. It is not fair. Behavior, please get your shit together. That's all I'm saying. Thank you guys for